Hello, it's Elaine with simply-healthy.com, and thank you for joining me today on this video. So, as you know, if you've been watching any of my videos or worked with me, you know that I advocate clean eating or just eating real food. So that is focusing on vegetables, fruit, protein, animal protein or fish, and other protein sources, plant-based sources, healthy fats by way of nuts and seeds, avocados, coconut, and whole grains. And kind of like in that order too. So that's just real food eating. But I found that it's very helpful if you see a visual representation of how that plays out on your plate. So you've heard of the USDA's My Plate, okay, what the government uses to teach us how to eat. Well, I have another plate that I want to show you that I advocate with my clients. And it's the Simply Healthy plate, okay? So this is kind of how I like to recommend that you break down what you eat. So we start here with your non-starchy vegetables, okay? Those are things like your dark leafy greens, your kale, spinach, collards, cabbage, broccoli, etc. And then all the other colorful vegetables. You want to think about having a rainbow colors over here. And just a tip, think about how this food tastes. I don't know about you, but even healthy food has to taste good in order for me to be able to eat it day in and day out. So think about how can you add some umami flavor. And umami is that flavor that is considered savory. Okay, that je ne sais quoi. I did a video about umami flavor. So instead of filling up this half of your plate with some dry, bland broccoli, consider how you can add something extra to it to really make it taste good. Add some coconut oil or real butter, herbs and spices, just really wake it up. Next, you want to consider your protein, okay? So proteins are things like animal meat, fish, eggs, beans, okay? 25%. Believe it or not, a lot of us are not getting the proper portion of protein in our diet. Why? Because we're filling up on, well, not on vegetables, but starches, okay, carbohydrates. We want to make sure we get our protein in. But also consider the serving size. It should be about the size of your palm, okay, your palm, which is about 3 to 4 ounces, okay, when it comes to the animal and fish protein. All right, so make sure we're getting our protein, 25%. Then you have your healthy fat, okay? This is missing from some other plates that you may see recommended. This includes nuts and seeds, all right? Coconut, also avocado, healthy oils, okay, by way of coconut oil and olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. You want to make sure there's about 15% of this that you want to make sure is in your diet. And if you're eating the right kinds of animal fat, animal protein, you're going to automatically get some of your healthy fat within that as well, okay? When I work with my clients, we're able to figure out exactly the proportions that they need of these different nutrients. So you may need more healthy fat in your diet compared to the non-starchy vegetables, believe it or not. But this is a good base, a good foundation for you to start with. Finally, you want to consider your starchy vegetables. So these are things like potatoes and grains. Okay, when I think about grains, I'm thinking about rice, quinoa, okay, oatmeal, things like that. So not the white stuff, all right? Although there's some caveats to that too, but we're just keeping it simple today. So this is kind of how you want to think about preparing your plate when you are going to do meals. So obviously when your plate is in front of you, it's not going to be separated out beautifully like this is. You may have something that's all mixed together. And what I recommend to make, the easiest way to get it all in is a bowl. A bowl with, at the bottom you have a small portion of grains or potatoes. Then you fill it up with your nice portion of vegetables, non-starchy vegetables, and then you add your protein on top, okay? Maybe make your own little dressing to go over it, or clean sauce, all right? And this is cooked food. You can do cooked and a combination of raw and cooked. And that is a perfect meal that you can have for lunch, dinner, even some people like to eat it for breakfast. But it's an easy way to make sure you're getting in all of your nutrients, okay, in the proper proportion. So if you have any questions, please let me know, Elaine at simply-healthy.com. And by the way, I do have spots available in my one-on-one coaching program. That is where I help you to improve the food that you eat, change your mindset, and also help you achieve those very important health goals that you have. So if you have any questions on that, please go to my website at simply-healthy.com/health-coaching. Thank you, and you have a wonderful day.